long preserved for our walk in this world. They resound with God's own art. Oh, let the ancient words impart. Words of life, words of hope. Give us strength, help us cope in this world where'er we roam. Ancient words will guide us home. Ancient words ever true, changing me and changing you. We have come with open hearts. Oh, let the ancient words impart. Holy words of our faith, handed down to this age, came to us through sacrifice. Oh, heed the faithful words of Christ. Holy words long preserved for our walk in this world. They resound with God's own art.
Hi, welcome to Verse of the Day. I'm Brandon Hathaway, the preacher at the Westside Church of Christ in Owensboro, Kentucky. I want to thank you for joining me this morning as once again we open up our Bibles to study it. We continue to study through the New Testament, bringing out a verse of a chapter in the book each day. Today we're in Luke chapter 24. That'll finish up the book of Luke. Tomorrow we'll be going into 1 Corinthians. So, because I'm always encouraging that you go ahead and read the remaining of the chapter, and I hope that you do that. And so if you want to read ahead, we'll be doing chapter 1 of 1 Corinthians tomorrow. So, but today we are in Luke 24, finishing it up, and I decided to go with verses 33 and verse 34. So Luke 24, of course, is speaking of Jesus's resurrection. And as we go forth and talk about his resurrection and all that take place, the women who first go to the tomb and find it empty come back and tell the others, and they don't quite believe them, you know. And so Jesus appears to two on the road, and he walks with them, but their eyes are kind of, it's hidden from them who he is for the moment. And they are walking down the road, and as they get to where they were going, they invite him to come in and eat with them. And so he comes in and he's cheering them up, and he's been speaking the scriptures, telling them of Moses. And so as they're listening to these, and then he breaks the bread, and they realize that it is Jesus. They notice that, and then Jesus vanishes away. And so this is their reaction after they had come to the knowledge that Jesus indeed has risen. So Luke 24:34 says, "So they rose up that very hour and returned to Jerusalem and found the 11, those who were with them, gathered together, saying, 'The Lord is risen indeed and has appeared to Simon.'" And so if you continue to read further on that, Jesus appears among them, shows himself, speaks of his wounds in his hands and his feet. And so, he appears and confirms these things. But what I wanted to look at is their reaction, is their immediate desire to go and tell the others. Guys, this is a miracle that had just taken place. This is the great news. Jesus I mean, everybody knows Jesus was crucified. Jesus died. Jesus was on the cross. Jesus had been buried. And as we saw, they were completely upset before this, and they were mourning and sorrow. And when Jesus had, are you the only stranger in here that does not know that Jesus, the prophet, was killed? And now that they hear the good news, they're ready to go spread it. They're ready to go tell everybody else. Is that your reaction when we study our Bible and we find good news and we read it and we come to an understanding of the Word of God? We come to understanding of heaven. We come to understanding of forgiveness of sins. And we come to the understanding of Jesus' love, of his death and burial and resurrection, his ascension up into heaven, and just all the wonderful things that comes with being a Christian. And when we think we got that, we got that. We have that. Don't you want to get up and go tell your friends and go tell your families? Hey. Sorry about that. But don't you want to go spread that good news? It's just, it's so exciting. And it's such good news that we should want to spread it to everybody. And I hope that that's your reaction. And again, I hope that you read the rest of the chapter. And tomorrow, join me as we go forth and we look at 1 Corinthians, getting into the book of 1 Corinthians. So I hope that you have a good rest of the day, and I will talk to you later.